OPHIUCHUS, this is your channel messages for the 2nd of April. We are officially in April season, which is Aries season. So OPHIUCHUS, note to self, if you're thinking to go into the medical field, this is your push. I'm also getting independent studies in medicine. All right, I'm getting a breakthrough in medicine. I'm not sure if this is herbal medicine or whatever this is, but I feel like there's going to be a breakthrough soon, something like that. I'm getting something that includes all aspects of all medicine people: pharmacy technicians, pharmacists, phlebotomists, nurses, dentists. I'm getting something about the whole healthcare system of OPHIUCHUS. You do rule. You are the healer, the wounded healer, the man who, or woman, whatever you want to be called, the person who heals everybody but they could not heal themselves. Number 13. You know, one of my favorite philosophers, Alan Watts, great philosopher, but he died of, is it liver poisoning? He drank a lot. And even though he was an amazing philosopher and he had people coming to his lectures from all over the world, his pilgrimage led him in China, him studied with so much people, but at the end of the day, even though he was a great philosopher, he had his own sins, and that was alcohol. So I don't know, I feel like you're saying if you didn't do something, if you never get hooked on something, you could have been something. You can be both, you know. You're not only a husband, you're a husband and a father. You're also a son. And you might be a friend to some, okay? But I'm getting a breakthrough in medicine, OPHIUCHUS. Think of it as when the doctor is sick, you think he writes himself a prescription? He doesn't. I mean, him have access to everything, but usually when a doctor is sick, they don't diagnose themselves. So I'm getting the wounded healer. This could be a psychiatrist. Maybe you're talking to a lot of clients and you're traumatized because of the things you hear. Who does a psychiatrist talk to? Or they're just built to take that. Anyways, OPHIUCHUS, let's go ahead and go into your reading. Let me bring you a bit closer and then I'll bring you down. Okay? I don't know if this is the right setup, but I'll hope it is. Alright, OPHIUCHUS, let's go. Let's see what's in your reading today, OPHIUCHUS. It could be something about a literal wound. First card out is the Page of Knave of Wands. Yeah, I'm getting you starting your apprenticeship. I'm not sure what you're apprenticing in. The Knave of Wands. No, it could be something about entertainment. So maybe you did not go into medicine, you went into entertainment. But I'm getting, even if you're a healthcare professional, you're doing... Okay, so even if you went into dentistry or nursing or being a doctor, there's something that always draw you back to something of entertainment. So you're a doctor, but you still want to upload videos. You still want likes, comments, views, and shares. You could have Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. I'm getting something is drawing you for people to see you, even though you might have studied in a field where you're supposed to be kind of shadowed. We also have the King of Cups. Yeah, so I'm getting something about it's talking. Wherever the job is, a lot of talking. It could be a psychiatrist, psychologist. Remember, people, out of a psychiatrist and a psychologist, only one of them can prescribe you medication. The other one is just there to listen. They're not legally. This is not Miss Medical Advice, YouTube. Anyways, yeah. I'm getting you love to talk, but you also love to listen. Maybe you love to find solutions to somebody, I'm getting like counselor. I'm getting counselor. It could be social work. Could be entertainment coordinator, something like that. We also have the 8 of Wands. I'm getting Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I'm getting if you're waiting on a new job, you're going to get it. I'm getting a thing you're too old. Yeah, but you have money. Let me tell you something that's never get old. Money. Money is the one thing, it don't matter how old it is still valuable. Just because you crush up or you tear up or whatever you do to that money, you still can buy things with it. I'm getting something about your family. So maybe something is a yes. Again, maybe you want it to be in entertainment, but if you want it to be an actor, and your family's like, no, you're going to medical school. I'm getting maybe your family lighten up and say, okay. But you do know actors make more than medical professionals, right? Yeah, but the medical professionals can go home after a 12-hour shift. If you act sometime, brody, I do this every day for a year. for shoot one movie. You know how long that take? You know how long it take to shoot a movie? You have no idea. It's not a YouTube video. Yeah, Aries. Yeah, me getting whatever you can do, you can master it. Is it music producing? Me getting something in music or theater. Could be film, which is very competitive. Everybody want to be a film. Like everybody want to go in a film. But Aries, me getting, if you start this now, even if you say you're old, okay. But if you start this now, me getting the younger generation will catch on to you. The thing with, especially entertainment, if you don't want to be the traditional singer, dancer, actress, you have to find out what, you need to find a solution for people's problems. So even if you feel like you have really good advice to give, but you're an older man and you feel like nobody not listen to you, there's tons of teens who don't like them dad or who don't have a dad who will listen to you. You know why? Because you have money. Not only are you a older man, they're listening to dons in the neighborhoods who's telling them to hold this gun and hide it from the police and then we'll let you in. You have money. So I'm getting your voice is more influential on these kids because them can see a better outcome. Them can see a future for themselves where them can work. But I'm getting, yeah, like you're saying you're too old. Sir, you're too young. You're too young, sir. That's the issue. Alright, but see Page of Pentacles again. I'm getting mentorship. We have the Emperor and the King of Cups, and then we have Page of Pentacles. It could be Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. So I'm getting some, yeah, I'm getting like mentoring the youth. I'm also getting two sons who were born of the same mother but different father during the same time. I'm not sure how that's possible, unless the mother had sex with a released egg and the first man she had sex with, the egg conceptualized, and then I don't know how long after that she ended up cheat with another man. It would mean she would have two eggs in the, so if she have two eggs in the uterus, why the first man's sperm never impregnate the two different egg? Why the first man's sperm impregnate one and then the second man's sperm impregnate the other? If the eggs were released at the same time. Alright, I'm getting something like that, but I'm getting mentorship, a lot of mentorship. This could be something about a lot of men who want kids. Is this something about eggs? Egg donation? I'm getting something about egg donation. I'm getting the man them want the kids. Them don't want to deal with the wife and the divorce and if you cheat on me, if you don't cheat, them just want a child. So it could be something about a lot of them. Okay, it could be something about them and ask females if you don't want to have kids, give them the eggs. Because we have men who want it, who want kids. Just like how lesbian couples go get sperm and one of them carry it as a surrogate. I'm getting something about the guys them who only want a kid. So this could be something about going to a lab, going to an institution and asking them, well, they're going to have to get a surrogate to carry the kid, but I'm getting on the saying, like, it's a lot of wealthy man with unfinished father problems, wealthy man who them couldn't commit, or them go through too much trauma for commit. I'm getting the man them want boys, them don't want girls, them want boys. Cause I feel like the fact that you never married, you never had a wife, you really don't want girls. Like you don't even want a daughter, cause you never even commit to a woman. Something like that. The 8 of what? Yeah, so I'm getting something like that. Like them I ask all of the girl them for the eggs. Them want the eggs. If they don't want to have kids, give them the eggs. Me say on Kijiji or Craigslist, them I give $8,000 for egg donation. No, sir. Next thing me go give my eggs and the Son of Christ is born. And we cannot risk that for we could not risk that for humanity. Vanessa, you're sent here to do a great thing. And I know you want a child. I know you would love the child that looked just like you, alright? And if we had babies, they would have my eyes, right? I know you want a child that looks like you. But you need to think about the greater good for humanity. Since you don't want to be a baby mom, and you don't want to sign a prenup, and you don't want to go 50-50, how about you give us our kids? No. For God so loved the world, he gave his only son. The world will burn. The world will burn before I give them my only fucking son. Ho. We're all gonna die. Your son going dead. Theme's son. I'm gonna die. We're gonna die. Absolutely not. I am not God. I am not him. I am she. I am her. Okay? Anyways. Yeah. Let's see what the 8 of Wands. Because I'm getting something about the women are blocked. The women them I get blocked. Okay, this could be the workforce. Them are okay, you know what I'm getting? Trump. Where's Trump? Trump! They have something to do with this Trump. We don't know if I Trump. Let's assume it's Trump. Let's assume it's a Gemini. Since they named Gemini, Google Gemini. And Trump is a Gemini. Great, okay? I'm getting something about when I'm kicking out the girls. And I bring back their man in the workforce. I'm getting the patriarchy is farming. Women, the men have woken up. They saw that the patriarchy that we cussed about, they turned it into estrogen. And because they turned the patriarchy into estrogen, these niggas full of estrogen. So I'm getting it to have a change back. This could be forcing women to stay home. Me getting only no want a girl for have no job and can afford things on her own. If you want house, car and land, you have to do with a man who have a work. Me getting when I mass lay off a lot of women. And even if the guys them young, 16, 17, 18, I'm gonna give them employment. Me getting the girls them only need to say, me getting them myself only need to say, I don't know what this is. You know what I was thinking of, OPHIUCHUS? You know the only woman me know who could have run for presidency? It's just a thought I was having while I was alone. You know the only woman me know could have run for presidency for the United States of America, who would get more votes than Michelle Obama? You know who's that? Oprah. Oprah Winfrey. I'm not telling you to go into politics, ma'am, because your hair gets so long. Never see Oprah with a weave. Mashallah. That's how I know that staying with my natural hair is going to get me somewhere one day. Because Oprah never acted in the color purple. She still was cast with her hair. They just said, Oprah, show up to the set like your hair looking like a slave. And she did it. Oprah never wear false hair. No, her hair was straight, but it was straight in layers. It was different. Remember how white people did love Oprah? I think Oprah was the only black person white people did trust. And even then, white people never really trust her. Actually, the white women trust her, and then the white men them start watch her, but then the white man them have to hide and watch her, because they've never want them white wives for know them and watch Oprah. Oprah Winfrey is the only woman we know could have run for politics. And she probably could win. Just a thought, putting it out there. Anyways, yeah, so I'm getting the women are being blocked. I'm getting on the saying, them want to stay home. You want to go on yachts, make the man who you're there with pay feet. I'm getting on the one, go back to that system or something like that. One more. Yeah, we have the angel, something about a Sagittarius. We have the 8 of Wands, somewhat, yeah, I'm getting something on the, I don't know, I'm getting something about, you're getting blocked for a reason. Maybe you wanted to go into the medical field. Maybe that's what you wanted to do. Or you want to go in a certain field, but I'm getting you get blocked because something is male dominated. So maybe you're more likely to get exploited. But I'm getting Sagittarius here. Again, I was talking about the philosopher Sagittarius. I'm getting something about letting the men be the legs and make the woman, like, I'm getting, okay, back in the days, them used to have a term what talk about Jesus Christ, I miss a button, the man what I don't have is fucking on me. The man women I have is son me fucking another bitch. I don't even have a man. But you see if I did, whoop, you miss a button. That mean the man miss and gone another girl pussy. Anyways, I'm getting something is protection. What I'm getting in order for you to be living with a man who is going to be having that job and paying so-called all your bills, you have to conform. The angel. Cause I'm getting you are blocked out already. Like you're blocked out. I don't know. I'm getting maybe it's the thought of when a man is providing for you and him can take it back when him want to. If you're making him upset, he'll act normal. Cause if you're making your own money, you're like arr, 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 arr. You're just a cuss off for everybody. And people are block you. But if you have to depend upon somebody for the money, like a man, your attitude might change. Something like that. Aries, I don't know if this is you. This could be something about medical care for women. That's why women don't want to have no babies. Or a lot of men in the medical care, them don't give a fuck. If the woman have terrible C-sections, it don't heal. After 20 years, it's still oozing pus. The girl them don't stitch up properly. How the baby, I don't know. I'm getting something about something is protecting you. Cause I'm getting something is all men, and I'm getting the man them stay with each other. Don't try to fight for going in that industry. There's going to be a giant secret, and you don't know. They're probably going to pass you around or try to start a rumor say, yeah, get passed around. Because there's a lot of men. I'm getting something is barring you or it's protecting you, okay? So don't worry. Sometimes God does not give us what we pray for. He give us what we need. Okay? And sometimes what we need is not the things that we pray for. So when you pray, say to God, if this situation is right for me, give me a sign. Don't pray. Don't say, God, may I pray for this for work out. Please, please, please. When him disappoint you, you're going to cry. And you're going to say, Bumbo cloud, God. How are this? Right? Don't do that. Tell God, say, whether it's meant for you or not, you give him permission for block it. Why you think me single? I pray to God, I say, God, if the man want me, if he might for me, if he might lie to me, if he is my ops, I say, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I say, if this Bumbo blood clot, man, me, if he might text other girl, Jesus, the blood of Jesus Christ and the innocence of that lamb. I say, God, if that man have girl have baby mother have wife, if he have a girl who was not me, I say, God, block him from a blood clot life. And I haven't heard from him since. See that now? You cannot stop God's children. Stop trying to stop God's children. And if I don't have much to give you, I'll give my heart. I'm going to leave it here. Until next time, OPHIUCHUS. Bye.